Hello everyone, welcome to the United Stands. Something a bit different this weekend for match day. Welcome to Ellen Road. Yeah, for some, well, it's not one of them things. It's just this week, this game has come and it's such a massive game. I think that's why I wasn't able to get a ticket this week. I think it's why it's in such high demand, and it just shows you how big this game is here today. 37,000 people in that stadium tomorrow is going to be the biggest atmosphere, the most electric atmosphere that there's been in the Premier League this season. This is a massive game for both sets of fans. Interesting fact on this one, it's like 19 years since fans were actually in Ellen Road watching a league game against Manchester United. 19 years. So this is how big this is for the Leeds fans alone. Well, not just that. I mean, Leeds are bottom end of the table, but to United fans as well, this is a massive game. Going back when the Premier League first started, this has always been a crunch game. It's the Pennine divide. It's White Rose against Red Rose. It's Lancashire against Yorkshire. There's a lot riding on this game. There's a lot of rivalry between the cities besides the football. You've got your Liverpool, which is the grandstand game, the worldwide game, the big game. The derby's the derby, but Leeds United against Manchester United is something else. It's a game that will go down in history as one of the most fiercely competitive matches. I mean, I was there back when Roy Keane went in on Haaland and did his knee in. It's all these memories. Cantona. You know what I mean? There's not many players that have crossed over the Pennines and gone from one club to another. Obviously Dan James happened this season, but it's a rivalry which is hard to describe unless you've actually experienced it. And not many fans, and not a lot of the younger generation of fans will understand what this means to a lot of the old school Manchester United fans. It is an absolutely huge game. And yeah, the table doesn't look that way, like I said, but looking at it now, you can feel the vibe around here today. I've heard people talking about the game already, just walking around here, and it may seem quiet right now, but I've seen people over at the statue, I've seen people holding flags up, taking pictures. They know what this means. They know what this means. I was on a fan channel talking to Leeds fans the other day, and they're nervous. I know people who've given up free away tickets just to get a home ticket for today. This is how big this is. This is how big it is for the Leeds fans, and they will demand tomorrow that this Leeds team go out and actually perform. They will want their team to take the game to Manchester United. It's are we ready to handle what's coming, that first 20-25 minutes in this game. It's going to be absolutely huge to get through this. Ralph Rangnick talked, and I said yesterday in the press conference video that we have to be prepared for the start of this game, because this is where Man United will lose it. This atmosphere tomorrow will put pressure on the Leeds players to actually go out and make something of this game. It's if United can handle that first bit of the game, because they will be baying for blood. The Leeds fans will be up for it, and they will be demanding that from their players as well. Now that may work in Leeds' favour, it may not work in Leeds' favour, but United still have to be prepared for it. We have been done so many times away from home this season, simply because we've just not been set up ready for the game. We've not been ready to go, and we've gone behind early, and we've always struggled to get it back. This game we can't afford to do that, because I guarantee you now, within 20-25 minutes this game will be gone from Manchester United if we're not ready for the start of it. I'm looking at what Leeds have got on the pitch there, and on paper it's a no contest. So why am I so nervous? Because of the rivalry and because of how intense this atmosphere is going to be. I've been to every away game this season, and I've seen what the atmospheres can do to these United players. There are big question marks over a lot of United players right now. We've well documented this week around Harry Maguire and the whole situation when the captain's set. This is not a game you want to be going into when there's unrest behind the scenes. You need to be together as one, you need to get together as a team. Man United tomorrow have to be on point, and they have to be as one as a team. Ralph touched on it in the press conference yesterday. Proof is in the pudding though again. It's all right talking the talk, you've got to be able to walk the walk, and they're going to have to do a bit of battling tomorrow. They're going to have to be composed, and they will need a game plan. I know atmosphere, and people say game plans go out the window in big games like this when the rivalry is so high, but you do, and you are going to have to need a plan. Team selection wise, it's going to be really interesting. He's already said Cavani isn't going to be fit. So we are going to be looking like it's going to be as it was. But maybe there's a question mark on Rashford over Elanga. I'd still play Elanga personally. I play Ronaldo in the middle, Sancho on the other side. It's the way it goes. Midfield is going to be interesting. I hear people saying it's a perfect game for Scott McTominay, and I would say, well, no, it's not. Because if Scott McTominay plays here tomorrow, then it's sort of like his level. We're actually accepting that we're going to play Leeds' game. So why not bring a different midfielder in? Why not bring something different? And I know then you would say, is Matic fit enough? He's only just started training again. Will he be available? If we can get 60 minutes out of Matic, then I'd start him tomorrow, because you're going to need that game plan like I was saying. It isn't the combativeness, it isn't let's just go at Leeds and let's just battle it out. We need to be different, because if we play their game, tomorrow they will be up for it more than what we are, I guarantee it. They will battle, the crowd will be behind them, and that's where we will lose this game. We have to have a different plan, we have to play football, we have to try and control the game and dictate it in our own way. If we let them dictate the pace of this game, then it's all over. It is all over. And Ralph knows this. And this is why he said in his press conference yesterday what he said. He's well aware of what is going to come early doors. So he said start the game quickly. And he did say we cannot let Leeds dictate the way they play, which is the fast-paced pressing game. If we allow them to get any sort of G-up or one-up on us early doors, then we're going to struggle. We need to dictate the pace of the game. We need to control it. We need to put our stamp on the game, because Leeds will just feed off any little bit, any mistake that we make, and we know we're making a lot of mistakes at the moment. They will feed off that. That brings us into the defence then, doesn't it? And it's the Harry Maguire conversation. We've got Eric Bailly and Victor Lindelof fit right now. The whole conversation regarding Harry Maguire's captaincy, Ralph tried to put to bed in the press conference yesterday. It's not really a case of Harry Maguire's my captain, like I said yesterday. Is Harry Maguire good enough to even wear the shirt right now and be in the starting lineup? And the captaincy takes care of itself. Ralph can say what he wants in terms of, yeah, Maguire is my captain. Yeah, maybe when he's playing well enough and he's in the offing to actually be part of the team, you could say Maguire's the captain. But when he's not playing well enough, you surely have to put the team selection before the captaincy. The captaincy will take care of itself. Maguire's not playing well enough to be in a United shirt at the moment. That's what most of the United fans' arguments is with it. If Ralph wants him as captain, you back your manager on that. He wasn't going to say anything else in that press conference yesterday. You could see how scripted it was, and it did seem that way. He was just saying what had to be said. But Harry Maguire, through this United fan base right now, and I've spoken to a lot of people, I've listened to the radio, everyone's comments on it, our biggest fear here tomorrow is Harry Maguire and that performance at the back. Because as a captain, it's one thing, but if you can't actually perform and play to and do your job, never mind play to your ability, we're not sure what his ability is at the moment because he's playing nowhere near it. For me, Harry Maguire needs to be out of that team. I could say it now. It may seem like a big shout dropping Maguire after this week, and then we're playing into the whole media sort of look on things like that. But right now I look at it and I go, there's better players in our team that are sat on the bench than what's starting the game. And Ralph is a coach and the football man that he is, and how his whole career has been built off playing players that, do you know what I mean, not the big egos, playing players that fit his system well. I'm looking forward to seeing Eric Bailly come into this team. That's what I want to see. He's perfect for this sort of game. Even Lindelof alongside Varane tomorrow is probably a better option for us. I'm looking at it and I'm going, Maguire tomorrow is going to be the target for Leeds. I can see it coming now, and if that's my biggest fear, Harry Maguire at the back, the Leeds players will target him, the Leeds fans will target him, and that will be our downfall tomorrow. For me, I'll play Lindelof alongside Varane. I'd probably bring Telles in for Shaw as well. I know that's a big shout right now, but I don't think Luke Shaw's got it. I think he's another one who's struggling right now. Obviously, I'm going to go with Dalot at right back and David De Gea in goal. But, I mean, looking at it, there isn't many more options, is there? The squad is depleted. What needs to happen here tomorrow is a team that goes out there as one. Like Ronaldo said, and I go back to that Ronaldo interview, I think it was a couple of months ago, when he said, and he probably hinting at how bad it was behind the scenes then, when he said, look, these players here can take my advice, or they don't have to take my advice. If they don't want to, then fair enough, put up or shut up. And I think that's the message that's come across, and over time we've got to the scenario that's come this week with all the disruption behind the scenes. But for me, he's right. It's like literally, if you don't want to listen to the man that's won everything and been everywhere, then you really got to perform on the pitch, and a lot of them have not, and I think that's where a lot of them have probably seen their arses, to be honest. But I mean, I'm looking at it now, I can feel the vibe here. I've sort of got that feeling that it's going to be one of them games, it can go either way. I can see goals in this game. I think my prediction would be 3-2 United. That's exactly the sort of game that I think this is going to be. Both teams are crap at the back, and I think both advantage-wise and best parts of our game are in our forward lines. Can our forwards turn up today? Can we get that link right? Guys, I won't be here tomorrow. Circumstances dictate that the demand for tickets for this game is one game I wanted to be at, but I can't be at. And that just shows you how massive this is. This is the highest price ticket of the season so far. This is the game that everyone was looking for. Believe me, if you was unaware of how big this game was, and you have a generation of United fan that didn't know how big this was, tomorrow you will see how big it is, especially if you go into the game here tomorrow night. Guys, appreciate all the support. Don't forget to get your comments in below and let me know what you think. Let me know what your predictions are. Bringing you a bit of a different look on a road trip this week. It's not exactly a road trip, but we're still bringing you the content, and we're still bringing it to you in, well, the best way possible. But I hate saying that, just being here, to be honest. It's whatever. I've got shivers up my spine right now knowing that this place is behind me, and we're looking around just going, oh God. Yeah, that's how much it means to me, and I know it means a lot to United fans. This game tomorrow is massive. Guys, give the video a like, and obviously subscribe to the United Stand, and hopefully the Reds can bring it home tomorrow. Comment below and let me know what you think, guys. This is it, and hopefully we're still in the top 4 by the time this game finishes tomorrow. It's just about to start raining, so I'm going to end the video just there. Bang on time.